So I'm trying to see if I can create content that is appealing and I don't know, people want to watch. So I'm doing a quick bit on my 2020 Honda Accord. I'm gonna be honest, I guess this car kind of went over my head. I did not know there was a market for the Accords, the 10th gen Accords anyway, just like the Civics. Kind of just figured that it was a couple things here and there, but never paid attention to it. But here I am. So what I'm thinking is, in my mind, is what can I do to it? Now there's a plethora of exterior mods that you can do to make this car look like a big body. Like, I think that's one of the key features of this car that I find fascinating, that you take an Accord to make it feel like, at least from an external view, like a big body, kind of like a BMW, an Audi, even a V-dubs. Not so much the styling, just make it look big, you know what I mean? And I think that's pretty dope for these cars. Secondly, I think they come with a pretty good drive. Engine's not that bad, turbo's not that bad. If you have the automatic, then you have the 1-gear transmission, CVT, which, you know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. So it's kind of one of those things. I have the automatic. I don't really have a problem with it, but it is what it is. 3, tuner ability. I think if you have, I see that you still have Honda, you still have K-tuners for these things. I think that's, once again, amazing. And trying to kind of squeeze a little bit more juice out of these motors to, you know, create that, you know, that little power range, which to me personally, for as much as it's going to cost for a tuner, handheld tuning device, get on a dyno. Prior to getting on a dyno, having all the appropriate upgrades from the intake, from I understand the intake, the downpipe, the exhaust. That's pretty much primarily, some people even throw the fuel pump in, and you get some substantial gains. In my mind, it's just, you got to be that guy or gal, or not that guy or gal. The reason why I suggest one or the other is because, I'm gonna be honest, I've heard, this is my personal preference, I'm not hating on Hondas, I'm just being really, really honest. When I hear the Hondas with the exhaust upgrades, it just, to me, it just doesn't sound good, not from these motors. think it sounds pretty good. I think, but once you open it up and you start getting on it, especially in automatic, it just sounds like drone. Even if it is drone, you know, it doesn't happen in the car. I'm just telling you what I experienced when I sat in a 2.0. Now this is like 1.5 model, but I sat in a friend's 2.0 model and we drove in it, and that's what it sounds like. It just sounds like an excessive amount of drone, and it's just, I don't know, to me it doesn't sound good when you do an exhaust 2 in a car, but to each your own, so it is what it is. Honestly, the fitment with wheels and how you can make this car truly just stand out is one or the other, you know what I mean? I still wish that Honda somehow, some way came up with the all-wheel drive system for this. I still believe that if there was an Accord out there that was all-wheel drive, it just makes this car that much better. You know, I beg to differ that someone would pick an Audi over a Honda if the all-wheel drive system or a four-wheel drive system was pretty adequate because of the price and reliability. So, you know, that's kind of my thought process on it. Oh, I think this is a great build for anyone, especially in a newer car kind of sense. If you want to spend some money on a nice little car that gets you from A to B, if not a little bit more, I think the styling is great. You can definitely make these your own. That's kind of my thought process on it. So overall, 2020 Accord or 10th Gen Accords, I think it's a thumbs up. I would give it probably a 7.5 out of 10, due to the fact that depends on the model. My 1.5, I'll probably give it the 7.5. If you have the 2.0, definitely give you the 8 out of 10 due to the fact that obviously it's a 2.0 over the 1.5. It's a little bit better, especially if you have the manual. It is just better, hands down. The CVT is great, however, in this specific model, I would rather have the manual. The CVT just, especially if you're trying to upgrade it, it's just not reliable enough power-wise to control it. So to me, don't waste your money on the automatic. If that's what you want to do, get the manual. It's easier to control, easier to have power, and kind of go from there. So overall, that's my take on the Accord. Please stay tuned. I'm gonna try to see if I want to continue to hook up the Accord or go a different route. But overall, that's my thought process. And yeah, thanks for watching.